initially as a refugee. They were there as a refugee, and they give them partition of land. And then they divided, this part you're going to live, and this part you're going to live. And you guys have no rights to, move forward.
Right.
So what happened is Israelis slowly, they move forward, like to Gaza. And I'm sure you can see the map. Let me show you a map. Can you hold this for me? Palestine. See, look at this map, yeah? So basically, it will, it's just,
Yeah.
it will come. Not a big deal. You see this, and this is the Palestine,
Yeah.
in the green, yeah?
Historically, yeah.
And then in 1947, they say, you know what? Because there was war happening, they give these green areas to Palestinians, and they actually ask them, this is your house, and UN resolution was drafted, everything was clear, and then slowly, again, the Israelis took over.
Okay.
And right now, in 2020, this is what left, the green area left for Palestinians.
Yeah. And is I guess the reason behind it is well, it was promised in historic times to these people, so we're taking it back.
So
kind of thing,
no,
or is
the thing is,
okay.
even in that case, let's say the Muslims have the claim that the whole world created by God,
Yeah.
we are following Him, therefore the whole world belongs to us.
Okay.
So, and if you say that Muslims have a state, then everybody should have a state, the same as Jew. But if it was promised to the people. It's a long story. The Pharaoh was persecuting the people, and they give them the land, go and live there. But it was meant for the those Jews that were living that like few thousand years ago,
Yeah.
but not for the white Americans,
Right.
not for the people to move from Germany and go there. Like you are a Jew and you are automatically entitled to a land.
Yeah.
So if somebody using theoretical, like biblical language, say even it's promised in the Bible, even was promised for those people.
Right.
And those people, some of them became Muslim. Today the Palestinians are actually from those communities. They used to be Jews one time, but now they're Muslim. And even Jew in Palestine, they are Palestinian Jew, Palestinian Christian. But even, let's say for sake of argument, was promised, theoretically, it was promised for those people, not for white Americans.
Right.
So that's the point. But today, it's a political game.
Definitely.
It's a political game to put them in settlement, destroy their houses, kill their children, and so you can have a state in the Middle East. It's more a political thing than a religious whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely makes sense.
And many Christians, because we share the same history, like Christian, Jew, and Muslim, but because it's a third holy place for the Muslim, Palestine, Masjid Al-Aqsa, it has similar interests for the Christians. But Christians don't know that the Jews do not even recognize Jesus and any historical figure.
Yeah.
They are Jews, you can ask them. You can ask him, go right away and say, do you recognize Prophet Jesus or Jesus, peace be upon him? They will say no.
Right. They don't believe it's
But they're somehow being brainwashed. If you support Israel, you're a good Christian.
interesting.
And that's why there are a lot of donation going on, there's settlement being supported. There even birthright trip in America. So if you're a Jew,
Right.
you are entitled to a free trip. So you can,
know that.
yeah, you can search on Google. You are entitled to free trip to Israel, and you can go there and enjoy your time. And then you can also see yourself. And it's very interesting. Look at the hypocrisy. In European Union, it's written in their law, if you fight for any other country, they will take away your citizenship except Israel.
Really?
Like today, people from Britain, they have went to Ukraine, right? They fought for Ukraine.
Sure.
Their citizenship should be stripped off legally, but they don't because they have political interest.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's more politics, and people are making good money.
Yeah.
And there, of course, there are theories behind it, but then what's different between ISIS and Israel?
Yeah. It's politics a lot more than any religion.
What have you heard from the media about the issue until now?
Not much. Just I've seen the posters of Free Palestine, and I wanted to get to know a
Yeah.
bit like behind that, like what was
Yeah,
the platform for that.
the good thing is the movement have momentum now.
It
People
does.
like you, they're talking about it.
Sure.
The mainstream media would never highlight what's happening with Palestinian people. but social media is highlighting the problem. There are people, and that's one of the reasons they're under pressure. Right now, they killed a journalist, and now they're saying we will not even investigate the matter. Because they have a procedure: kill, then spread misinformation. It was killed by a Palestinian. Why would they kill it? Kill her, and then say, okay, we won't do that. We won't investigate. And look at the language being used for Ukraine occupation, or for the invasion, and now hear the same language from the politician in the West about Israel. Would you hear that language? Never. Have you heard apartheid regime? Never. Have you heard evasion? No. None of those. They make it conflict. But it's not a conflict, it's full-fledged invasion of the Palestinian lands. And you can see historically, if you go in 1951, go before 1947, you see any world map, you won't find Israel in it. But today, I would say there could be two-state solution. Jew and Muslim, they can live side by side, but with dignity. Let them have their own airport. Let them have their own business deals. Let them have their own state. But they are systematically demolishing it, and one day we'll get rid of it. In fact, look at Google. It's a shame enough to search on Google Palestine. There's nothing like that exists.
Yeah.
But if you go physically, you see it.
Yeah.
They even remove from the Google map.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
So that, you know, corporations and huge lobbies, they do that.
Okay. Hey, thank you for
Thanks so
talking
much.
to me. That was
You
really
too.
great.
Bye.